Hey there. What can I do for you? You looking to find a new channel to subscribe to? Well, I got just the man for you. Why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Go out and give it a like while you're at it. Who knows? Maybe I won't tell the boss what you've been up to. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, capiche? Now enjoy your video. Plenty more where that came from. Welcome on in, Dragon Folk, to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. So today we're actually going to go get stuff done. That's what we're doing today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to do the main thing. Actually, let's check out Vault 21. We're gonna go to the top, not the Tops Casino, but the other place. Can't remember. The Lucky 38 or whatever. Oh, so this is a gift shop based around Vault 21.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
What kind of things do you sell in the gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Vault gear swell. Can you show me what you got?
Oh. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Sarah, stop right there. Do you actually have any vault gear?
Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
You know, leather is my specialty. Oh. Unzip it, heat it, and rub a shine into it.
Really? Well, I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh. Just don't say here now. Don't want to get the patrons all riled up, do we?
Ha ha ha. Okay, why don't you help me out? And in the meantime, I'll think about where to take advantage of your skills.
Oh no, I didn't think this was going this way. Shame you can't fix boomer suits. They're very similar to vault suits.
Hey, who says I can't fix that? You bring me those boom suits too, okay?
Count on it.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
Okay, so I guess I can bring her a bunch of vault tech stuff? A bunch of vault wear? Huh. Okay. Open the door. Oh, so it's literally a vault. That's kind of funny. Vault 21. There are actually people living down here? I wonder if this is actually the purpose of this vault. That'd be kind of funny. Because every vault has a purpose, so I wonder if this is just a way to do that. Is there an overseer's office? I mean, no one sees me, right? No one sees me, right? Vault security. Vault life support. Vault access control. House mainframe. Okay, something to do with Mr. House, I guess. Okay. Well... I imagine there's nothing in here. There's a...
It's safer to travel now that the fiends are retreating. They go quick, but I'd still look out for trouble.
Fiends are running for their lives. That'll show
Yeah,
everyone
bunch of people essentially in their regular outfits. Huh. Very interesting. Who are you? Gambler?
Step up to the tables. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, maybe not.
Seeing the sights?
Luck's
You
about to
turn
change.
around.
I can feel it.
Legion attacking so far from their bases means we'll have to watch out on the road.
Okay.
Seeing the sights?
This is a room. Guest terminal. Services. Diner menu. Enjoy our pre-war classic diner with the following meals. Aspartame sugar bombs, real cornflour pancakes, savory iguana sausages. No, we only cook female iguanas. Would make Mefento co proud. Give the youngins an early boost. Lunch is mesquite-flavored cazador wings. Get back at them with spice. Applesauce gecko stew. So good you'll crawl up the wall. Creamy mac and cheese. Your wife will stop asking for clam chowder. Dinner, Brahmin sirloin with blue bighorn cheese. Even Gandhi couldn't sit this one out. Yum yum deviled eggs with pork and beans. Go out tonight with a bang. And grilled mantis claw on pinion nuts. Has he ever been for too long? Has he been for too long in Gamora? All meals served from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Gift catalog. Vault 21's gift shop offers the finest pre-war merchandise. Vault 21 suits, real leather with real attitude. Pre-war toasters, crunch of yesterday in today's bread. Pre-war books, pleasure of owning what you can't understand. Vault 21 card decks, stacked with 200 years of good luck. Sensor modules, see them coming a mile away. Vault 21 pool sets, hustle it like Minnesota Fats. Nitrogen canisters, laugh it all out. Pre-war toy cars. Toys, yes, but they still run. But these still run. Be among the elite few to possess a piece of the past and the bright future. Courtesy intercom wake-up calls, laundry facilities, guided tours, strip-style poker lessons, room service, network access. History of Vault 21. Paradise of Equality. Vault 21 has a story unlike any other nuclear fallout shelter you are about to learn. It is common knowledge that some vaults were built and organized with motives that went beyond their function as safeguards from our last great hope, the hope that humanity would survive even the worst catastrophe imaginable, nuclear war. Vault 21 was one of these experimental vaults. In the spirit of Las Vegas, our vault was built and organized around gambling. Everything you will see here follows the idea that humans can coexist and organize their lives based on the principle that skill is the only factor that should tip the blind balance held by Lady Luck. We embodied the perfect equilibrium between self-reliance and social equality. Each level of Vault 21 was symmetrical and transparent, each room looked exactly like the next, and every gambling place was built in plain sight so that no person would have advantage over another. Thanks to this, quarrels in our society were solved from an equal starting ground. The best won, just like our American dream promised so long ago. After 200 years of living in harmony, we finally awoke to the nature of the outside world when Mr. House, in his able wisdom, resurrected our lost city as New Vegas. Opening to a new world. 7 years ago, Mr. House rebuilt and organized the great city of New Vegas. Vault 21 rests in the middle of the Strip, and it was inevitable that it would become part of the city's bright future. Mr. House contacted our community and offered us to participate in the resurgence of New Vegas. Most Vault 21 dwellers refused the offer. Life was comfortable, safe, and fruitful. We had grown so accustomed to the benefits of our isolated society that we could not conceive leaving it behind for an unknown future, teetering on a precarious balance. Still, there were some among us who disagreed with the prevailing wisdom. They challenged, on Mr. House's behalf, each of the vault level's representatives that supported continuing our isolation. According to the custom, a game would be set up where the winner would decide the course of the community's future. A game of blackjack was scheduled and held in this very level of Vault 21. After many hours of grueling struggle, Mr. House's supporters won in an extremely risky and fateful gambit. They decided to open up the doors to the outside world. The rest upheld our system and remained true to their promise to abide by the victor's decision. After almost 200 years within Vault 21's halls, we released the seals of the ancient doors. We opened to a new world. Tribute to Mr. House. Mr. House, with the help of the families, had transformed the mostly unharmed ruins of Las Vegas into a paradise. It resembled the city that we remembered thanks to the stories and items that our forefathers told and secured in Vault 21 after the Cataclysm. We were awestruck and cautious at once. Slowly, we left the confines of the vault and settled within New Vegas, aiding in its reconstruction. Vault 21, a giant complex of functioning machinery, became a great source of materials with which to rebuild New Vegas. Mr. House stripped the vault and filled its empty husk with concrete, only leaving behind part of the vault's top level. This section is where you now find hospice and where the warmth of our ancient home remains alive for all to enjoy. We have come to recognize the wisdom of Mr. House in forging a new and brighter future for all generations of New Vegas inhabitants. Without his leadership, the barren wasteland would have remained uncivilized, savage, and brutal for all time. I sincerely hope that you join us in celebrating the glory of New Vegas and the memory of Vault 21's legacy. Huh. Mail messaging. Messages. Hey, I have to try again, thank you. No. Maybe sent? Register. Okay. Well, we learned a lot, actually. This place was based around gambling. Huh. But it just looks like it's a place, alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get on out of here now. We can go ahead and move on. I'd like to actually...
A name like that could have only brought bad luck.
Oh? Somebody talking to me? That leads me down. Okay, I want to go up. Up is the way I want to go, please. Not down, up. Back into the rooms again. Alright, now we gotta check the map. I don't know, it's saying... Maybe I have to go over that way?
You turned around?
Who's talking to me?
Watch your caps. They go quick. That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army. Come on. Time to get lucky.
Time to get lucky. Oh, it's gonna lead me down.
Should have bet we'd kill the fiend's leader.
This way I came from. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna head on up. So now we'll go ahead and head on to the Lucky 38. Let's go talk to Mr. House, who apparently is in charge of the entirety of New Vegas. Okay, did we get a miscellaneous thing for this by chance? No.
Good to see you again.
I like that when you do, like, barter and speech and stuff, you get experience for it, so I almost never want to pass it up, but I think in that situation, we were being a little too, forward, I guess. Alright, the Lucky 38 is where we're heading to. This is, no, this is the Tops. The Top Casino, that's Gamora over there. The Lucky 38 is where we are heading to. Our boy.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner.
Oh, no.
We're gonna have to stay outside.
What? No problem, I hit up by myself. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll be back for you, I promise. Okay.
Where to, partner?
Oh, penthouse. Yes.
Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately.
Oh.
Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
Oh. What can you tell me about New Vegas?
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the three families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
The three families.
They're just new money, sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Tell me about the casinos.
Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, sugar.
Tell me about the other attractions.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault Tech memorabilia.
Cute,
And
okay.
I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
What's with the snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes.
Huh.
If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection.
Okay.
The reward, of course.
I didn't even see any of them.
In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Tell me about Mr. House.
Sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House,
Maximum
we wouldn't have
utmost.
this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
Sounds like you're pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
I guess. Didn't realize robots could have such strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
Huh. So, you're a copy of a dead woman? What exactly do you do for Mr. House?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
I really don't want to think about that.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars.
Okay. Sorry, what's something else? What is this place?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
What kind of robots are you?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Okay, cool. Good stuff. Bye. I guess I'm gonna go find Mr. House? Where would he even be? This is a kitchen. Is he down here at all? What's this? This is Mr. House? Here's a computer.
It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
I've never seen anything like this place.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
Why the VIP treatment? I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Let's get down to business then.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
I'd like to ask some questions.
What?
What terms are you offering?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to
Oh, that's the
your
thing that
discretion.
guy stole from me.
When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
It's a good start, well below market price.
Very well. 5 times the bonus. Not 1 cap more.
50 caps, I accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession.
I have some more questions. How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
Chairman and your employees, don't they take orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Why can't you be the one to tell Swank?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him.
Say I want to take a diplomatic approach?
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Any ideas how I can catch him off guard?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
Okay. Tell me about Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
What use would you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement.
Oh. Why did Benny betray you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
Why didn't you intervene sooner with Benny
Why
ambush
didn't
me?
Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determined the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed.
Oh, okay. So that explains a bit as to why Victor's been following us around. He was sent by Mr. House, which means Mr. House has been in on this since the start. What's the platinum chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
The more I know about the chip, the easier I can find it.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
Okay. The chip's so valuable, why use a single courier to transport it?
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this.
I guess he's got a point.
I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
Why don't you send your... Okay, I already know. I have a right to know more.
That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. Not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then.
Okay, why don't you send your robots in the tops?
Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Who exactly are you, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The three families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
You're to be a computer, not a man.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
Lifespan you're claiming is impossible except for ghouls and super mutants.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
How have you stayed alive all this time?
Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
How did you establish New Vegas? Man, I love getting all the information, but I realize it is making this episode very long, and I apologize.
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
Alright, what else you got? Let me know the factions.
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else?
I think that's it. Okay, so we now have to go and talk to Benny. We have to find Benny on the street, or we have to go and infiltrate his 13th floor suite at the Tops Casino. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave this place and then we'll kind of figure it out where we go. But thank you so much for watching. I do apologize for the longer episode today, but I did want to get all the information I could out of Mr. House here. So, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. I like to bring you guys this daily content so you all have a lot of entertainment over your weeks, because what is life without entertainment, right? So, thank you again. Make sure to drink your water, eat your vegetables, and do whatever Mr. House is doing, because he's looking great. And I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, guys. Nerd out.